Hello, good evening. So let's start with day one. We are starting our day one with the most important chapter, that is human reproduction. In this chapter, we will be discussing some very important topics which I have seen in the last 5 years paper. Every year, the topic, the questions are repeated. This chapter contains very important some of the aspects which are to be cleared, which are important in the terms of diagrams. Okay, so let's begin to day one with the topic pathway of sperm. So some of the important things that you have to remember if I'm talking about the pathway of sperm, I mean that how is the production of the sperm and how is the transportation of the pathway through which the sperm is traveling. And then in the terms of ejaculation, what is ejaculation? The out portion of the things. Okay. If we are talking about that, then then we are very comfortable that penis is the thing from which the ejaculation of the sperm is taking place. Okay. Let's start with the thing. We are starting with a very short trick. I'll be telling a very sweet short trick. Remember the pathway of sperm. Okay. I know everybody knows about 7 Up. 7 Up, yes, everybody knows about 7. Yes. So we will be talking about 7 Up foods today. I don't recommend 7 Up. I'm a doctor. I don't recommend you to drink this. But uh, I hope we said that. I don't pagdu. Chalo, let's start with 7 Up. Okay. From the starting portion, S tells you about the seminiferous tubules. Now, what will be our strategy? I'll be telling you the trick and then going back to the retrograde study, going back to NCRT diagram, where we'll be seeing very important structures through a normal diagram and everything will be clear. Are you comfortable what I'm telling you? Okay. Starting from S. S tells you about seminiferous tubules. These are tubules. It always tells you about these are tube-like structures. From these structures only, the more formation of the sperm is seen. Okay. Then coming to E, epididymis. What do you mean by epididymis? There is a second structure after seminiferous tubules, which is connected to the seminiferous tubules, through which these small tubules ends and long tube-like structure is attached. Okay. Vasa differential. In the sense of vasa difference or vasa differentia, we'll see that these are coiled, large tubule or large tube-like structure which passes from the seminiferous tubules epididymis to the directly to the ejaculatory duct. Okay, so V stands here. V stands here for vasa differentia or vas difference. Okay. Then the second E stands for the ejaculatory duct. Obviously, after the tubule ends, there should be some duct which is having the capacity to understand how much is the filling of the spots. It should be filled in a particular sac or a duct. So ejaculatory duct is such type of area where these are stored. N stands for nothing. N stands for nothing. Okay? N is written like this. I don't like N. That is U. U is for urethra. Now, urethra is a pipe-like structure, or a last portion or the last pipe-like structure through which the outermost portion through which the penis is connected, through which the pathway to outwards thrust of the sperm is seen. Next is the penis. The penis, the final structure through which ejaculation of the sperm is seen. That is known as the penis. I I feel this trick is very easy to remember. Just try to read it 3 to 4 times. Write it somewhere. Write it in your NCRT, and I know this will be good to understand. Talking about the NCRT diagram, let's move to NCRT diagram and what NCRT tells us. Okay. Coming to the male reproductive system, it NCRT gives you a very, very beautiful diagram. This is the beautiful diagram that NCRT tells you about. Okay. Starting in the most important things where NCRT gives you a little introduction about the male reproductive system, which is the pouch scrotum. That is important. You have to remember what is the thing. It's an abdominal cavity. Let's just see. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity within a pouch. So the pouch is named as the scrotum. Okay. Why is that done outside the body? Because the scrotum helps in maintaining the low temperature. 2 to 3 to 2.5 degrees Celsius should be lower than the normal internal body temperature. Okay. Coming to, there are some 250 compartments. There are testicular lobules. What are lobules? These are small tube-like structures. Okay. Each lobule contains 3 or more highly coiled seminiferous chains. These lobules are room-like structures. Inside the room, there are small compartments. Okay. After these compartments, coils are seen. Next, coming to the diagram. Diagram where it tells you about the testicular lobules. Can you see the discrimination, the displacing structures, the compartment-like structure inside a particular room? Inside these are small tubules. These are seminiferous tubules. Second, what we see from here is the epididymis. This is the diagram given from the epididymis. That epididymis is then connected to this all is epididymis. This all is epididymis. And then coming to this vestibular structure, which is a mass difference. Mass difference. Mass difference is then connected to the duct. This is the duct. Urinary bladder. The bladder is then ejaculatory duct. Then coming to the everything that is coming directly to the urethra. This is urethra. The urethra. This is the outermost portion of the penis. That's the ejaculation. The sperm takes place. This is all the bathhouse. If you want the photograph that I have written on that, do let me know. I'll send it to you in the DM. Do type link. Study hard. Study good. Study everything that you feel. Study smart. And keep your brain open while you're studying. Let's meet in the day 2. Bye bye.